What's good, y'all? Al Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now, this joint right here is about Taxstone and Troy Ave. Yeah, Taxstone and Troy Ave. You heard? The shooting, the trial, everything is over right now for Taxstone. You heard? He been found guilty of manslaughter. You heard? And shooting 3 or 4 people. You heard? Including Troy Ave. Now, before I start the video, let me say, rest in peace to Banger. You heard? Rest in peace to Banger. The man lost his life. Heard he was a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? And he was Troy Ave friend, you know what I'm saying? And he was one of the only dudes that was riding with Troy Ave, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the only dudes that was riding with Troy Ave. You heard that night, you know what I'm saying? And sadly, he lost his life, you know what I'm saying? Sadly, he has lost his life. And like I'm gonna say again, rest in peace to Banger, because he lost his life over some senseless, you know what I'm saying? Over some senseless, over 2 dudes, 2 grown-ass dudes that don't know how to handle themselves, you know what I'm saying, in these streets, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Now, look. My video is about everybody, you heard? I don't care if you team Troy Ave. I don't care if you team Banger. I don't care if you team Taxstone. I'm going to break down the differences of what I seen in this case and what I seen in other people's cases. You understand what I'm saying? But it's crazy about this case. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy about this case. This is the first time that I ever seen people, you know what I'm saying, get up and comments, make posts, you know what I'm saying, openly say free Taxstone, you heard? Openly say free Taxstone, you know what I'm saying? And some dudes ain't had nothing to do with the case, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no relatives, they ain't got nothing to do with the case, but at the end of the day, they talking about free a dude, you know what I'm saying, and this and that. You heard? You had some dudes even talk about free a dude and rest in peace to Banger at the same time. That's totally disrespect. And I don't care if you knew both of them, you know what I'm saying? Because if you knew both of them, you shouldn't be saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy out here, especially in this YouTube world. Now, boom. Now, everybody know that all this started over black dudes hating on one another. Yeah, man. Black dudes hating on one another. And I'm not going to say it no different. You heard? Taxstone was a big hater, man. You know what I'm saying? Taxstone was a big hater. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And that's how the world knew him. And that's how the world knew him, as a big hater. You know what I'm saying? He made 714 different tweets, posts, or texts about Troy Ave. Yeah. He made 714 texts, tweets, or posts about Troy Ave. Now, you tell me where in America do a black man got the time to be talking about another black man like that? You know what I'm saying? Especially another black man that's supposed to be on the come up, which is supposed to be Taxstone. You heard? He's supposed to be on the come up. He's supposed to be being one of them good podcast joint. He started this joint. You know what I'm saying? On the hood tip. You know what I'm saying? Only person I seen him interview was Meek Mill. You heard? But they say he interviewed different other people. But Meek Mill is the only person I seen him interview. You know what I'm saying? And he always has some weird stuff to say about different people. You know what I'm saying? Different rappers, and you heard. He just popped up on the scene, and he was like, to me, he was trying to be like the hood Charlemagne the God, man. That's why him and Charlemagne the God got a good relationship like that. You heard? He's trying to be the hood Charlemagne the God, and it backfired. Yeah, it backfired, man. It backfired, man. Because not only did he talk about Troy for 714 times, he went to a club one night with a gun. You know what I'm saying? He went to the club one night with a gun. And all that's been clarified. He's been found, he done copped out to the gun, you understand what I'm saying? And he just blew trial to manslaughter and shooting like 3 or 4 other people. You heard? So don't tell me about street facts, you heard? Because that's one thing about this case. It was a lot of hood facts or street facts, or what you want to call it, street facts, and then you got courtroom facts. You heard? And go shout out to that dude. Shout out to that dude, BBN Network. You heard? He did his thing. He was covering the Troy Ave Taxstone. He was covering the Taxstone trial, and he was going in there, and he was coming back, giving everybody the 411. You know what I'm saying? Or what was going on in court and how it was looking. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And I think he was the only one doing that. You heard? So shout out to that brother, BBN Network, even though he be moving funny on his network. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I guess with certain dudes that got podcasts, you heard? But anyway, I don't care. Make a long story short, Tax blew. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And I was seeing out there that a lot of people was on some free tax, even before he blew. It was all about free tax. And I was in the comments talking about rest in peace, Banger. Yeah, rest in peace, Banger, because it ain't about free nobody when people lost their life. You heard? And what about the other people getting shot? You heard? They was quiet too. Everybody was quiet on this case. You heard? Nobody wanted to be a rat. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to be a rat, and I'm not saying that somebody should have been, but at the end of the day, they had a whole bunch of evidence against Taxstone. They had his own man snitching on him, you heard? His own man was facing 45 years telling on him, you heard? The dude that he got the gun from told on him, you heard? You know what I'm saying? You had Troy Ave get on the stand, tell on him, you heard? Yo, that kid was done, man. That kid was done, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I already knew a lot of people talking about free Taxstone, dudes talking about he gonna beat that and all that. I knew he wasn't gonna beat it. I knew he wasn't gonna beat it because if you look back, it always been shootings in Manhattan. Always been shootings in Manhattan. Even when you go back to the 50 Cent in The Game, you heard? Remember The Game, when a Game entourage got shot in the ass? Y'all remember that, right? You know what I'm saying? Nobody went to jail because of, I guess 50 Cent security did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. 50 Cent security detail, you heard? Shot that nigga, one of Game entourage dudes in the ass, you heard? Literally, you heard? And that nigga had to get up out of Dodge, B. Take that shit back to California, you heard? Think y'all gonna be running down on niggas deep, you heard? Dang, 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 you heard? Niggas remember what happened with Little Kim team and Foxy Brown team with that over that song Bang Bang Boogie. You heard? Bang Bang. No, not my fault. Not Bang Bang Boogie. Bang Bang. You heard? Know what I'm saying? They had a shootout down there. You heard? Niggas remember D-Rock and C Gut and them stepped in, had to do 10 and 12 years and better. You heard? Yeah, man. So it's always been shootings downtown. But what's the closest shooting that people could connect to this Taxstone Troy Ave joint? Before I get into it, I'm going to tell y'all, it was that Shine joint. The Shine joint. That was the last time. That's the last time, you heard, that that we seen a case like this. You know what I'm saying? The dude, Scar from out of BK, rest in peace to him. Jennifer Lopez, you heard? P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying? And the dude Shine, you heard? You know what I'm saying? They said the dude Scar threw money in Jennifer Lopez and Puff Daddy face, and Shine helped try to hold it down, you heard? You know what I'm saying? But in the end result, what happened? Shine did 10 years, yeah, man. And when he got 10 years, he had to write, he had mad people writing, you heard petitions, you know what I'm saying? When he got sent, before he got sentenced, some people sent the judge mad letters and all that, hoping that he get out. Is the street gonna do that for Taxstone? Is the street gonna do that for Taxstone? No, I don't think so. Streets ain't doing nothing for nobody. The streets ain't even the streets no more. You heard? The streets don't even exist no more. You heard? And that's what this Troy Ave Taxstone is telling you. You heard? And showing you. The streets do not exist no more. So everybody, y'all need to get off it, man. Y'all need to get off it. The streets do not exist no more. I'm tired of hearing dudes talk about the streets, talk about them corners, talk about them blocks, talk about them neighborhoods. The streets do not exist no more. And this is a prime example. You heard? Troy Ave, Taxstone. You heard? 6ix9ine, 9 Trey, Treyway and them dudes. You heard? Everything is unfolding in front of our eyes. Gunna and Young Thug and them. You heard? Everything that's going on with the J Prince dude. You heard? The streets is over. Stop talking about the streets this, the streets that. The streets is over. And that's what this Troy Ave Taxstone is showing us. It's over. You heard? You know what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I'm saying? Now, Now, we all know that the only case that we could probably compare this to is the Shine, the Puff Daddy, the Wolf. God rest in peace to Wolf. You heard? Big Wolf. You know what I'm saying? And the Scar situation. You heard? And we all know how that ended. P. Diddy beat it. Wolf beat it. Shine got 10 years. And the only reason why Shine got 10 years, y'all, let me tell y'all, because I was following that case and I was in prison when that case happened and everything. One of the only reasons why Shine got that 10 years of time because he had mad people right into the judge saying how good of a person Shine was or whatever they wrote to the judge about Shine. He had over 100,000 or a couple of thousand petitions, you heard? So if the streets ain't right now writing their petitions for Taxstone, forget about it. I don't even hear nobody's talking about it, you heard? So listen, B, and it seemed like a lot of people already knew that Taxstone did it and all that, but they still was running around Troy Ave a rat, even before he ratted. Yo, Troy Ave a rat, Troy Ave this, Troy Ave that, Troy Ave this. Everything was about Troy Ave. Everything was about Troy Ave out here. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at niggas, I'm like, nobody talking about the victims. Nobody talking about the victims. Nobody talking about Banger. Rest in peace to Banger. Nobody talking about the girl, the model chick that was girlfriend of the dude Mano that got shot in the leg. Nobody talking about the other people that got shot, you heard? Nobody talking about Young Lido and Hovain and them dudes, you know what I'm saying, cutting out on them and all that. You heard? They coming to, see, that's another thing. That's why I tell y'all, the streets is dead. You could be down with dudes, you could go to club with dudes and all that, but at the end of the day, when you get into something, you in it by yourself. Rest in peace to Banger. Banger was the only one that rolled with Troy Ave. You know what I'm saying? And Banger's the only one that lost his life. God bless the dead. Word to mother, man. Rest in peace to Banger, man. And I'm always going to say it when I talk about this situation. Rest in peace to Banger. You know what I'm saying? So all them dudes running around talking about free a dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. You heard? The streets is dead, B. You know what I'm saying? Now, just because I don't say free a dude, that don't mean that I'm snitching or I'm telling on a dude or I want the dude to be in jail. That just means that I don't care that much about what the dude did to get himself in jail to say free him. You heard? That's it. People that I say free is people that I care for, that I know that got a heart, that, you know what I'm saying, that they don't deserve to be in prison. You heard? They might not deserve to be in prison. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So I just don't be out here saying free people just because they in prison and because they black. You heard? And because they from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because I came up in the hood too, and it's a lot of shit that I ain't going to do. It's just a lot of things that I'm not going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bringing no gun into no club. You know what I'm saying? If I got to bring a gun into the club, I'm not going in the club, man. I'm not going in the club if I got to bring a gun in the club. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You heard? So rest in peace to Banger. You know what I'm saying? You heard? Word. Rest in peace to Banger. Now, we all know what happened in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Taxstone got found guilty. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he facing. He already copped out to 10 years to the gun. You heard? In the feds, and I guess this other cases in the state. I don't know how it's working, you heard? But he's looking at a lot of time, you heard? I'm seeing people talking about he gonna get time served and this and that, just like they were saying that he was gonna beat it and everything. But if you really know the game, Sean got 10 years, and he was asked for sympathy. He wasn't going to court bragging and boasting and acting like tough, and they wasn't showing a lot of old posts like with Sean saying negative things like, yo, the dude run up on me with 6 dudes, I'm gonna shoot a dude down, or, you know what I'm saying, or why he was bullying Troy Ave, or they didn't have none of that on Sean. So Sean got 10 years, you know what I'm saying, as a lookout, you heard? Because he could have got way more, you know what I'm saying? Now, this dude shooting 3 or 4 people in the club, bringing a gun in the club, killing somebody, whether it's murder or manslaughter, yo, bro, he looking at time, man. He looking at time, B. You know what I'm saying? He looking at time, man. That's why it wasn't worth it, man. It wasn't worth it hating on another black man, talking about another black man for 714 times, which going to lead up to you having to do what you tried to do. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, look at the end result. Rest in peace to Banger. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes out there playing games with them guns, thinking it's cool. Then next thing you know, y'all either dead or in the cemetery. Y'all either in the cemetery or y'all in jail. You heard? And then once the white man get involved in it, everybody start crying and whining and talk about how innocent they is, and it ain't like that, B. You know what I'm saying? Just like you so quick to take somebody's life, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be so quick to handle their business, man. You heard? Whatever them crackers throw at you, B. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about Taxstone, I'm talking about everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dirt going on out there, you heard? A lot of dudes getting killed for nothing, you heard? Takeoff got killed for nothing. Duke the Jeweler got killed for nothing, you heard? Young Dolph got killed for nothing. There's a lot of dudes out there that got killed for nothing, you heard? Nipsey got killed for nothing. Pop Smoke got killed for nothing, you heard? P&B got killed for nothing, you heard? It's a lot of dudes out there. The Extension dude got killed for nothing, you heard? Look at them dudes. Them dudes killed that dude, and that dude smiling after he got found guilty, you heard? Smiling, B. These dudes out here is lost, man. You heard? So like I told dudes, before that dudes be screaming free a dude, you might as well watch that, because that same dude that you talking about free could come out and hurt somebody that you know, man. Because them dudes don't be thinking. Them dudes think that they tough. You know what I'm saying? But every time the police get them and they in them courtrooms, we see that they not tough. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of dirt out there, man, in the streets, especially in the neighborhood, the ghetto, in the hoods, man. It's a lot of dirt, man. A lot of dirt, big. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dirt. You know what I'm saying? Now, we ain't gonna even talk about the case and this and that. We all know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But look at the end result. Troy Ave making songs, still think he winning, you know what I'm saying? And he's still fighting for his life because he still got to go to court. And if you ask me, they gonna serve him too. You heard? They gonna serve him too. They ain't gonna serve him with the numbers that this dude gonna get, but he gonna get served too. And I'm talking to a lot of people in the hood. They like, yo, man, Troy Ave finished when he go to jail and this and that and this. And I was telling dudes he might be in PC. They got places up there they could sit him. They might sit him to APPU Clinton. You heard? He might go to I think they got a spot in Woodburn. I'm not sure. You heard? But I know they got like a PC spot. That's where they sent Tupac and Clinton and APPU. You heard? You know what I'm saying? That's where they had the new Sean Williams dude at. You heard? That's where they that's where they had Bobby Smurda at. You heard? That's where they supposed to have Fat Cat at. You heard? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? APPU. So they're gonna send them to APPU, and APPU is a regular block and with a whole bunch of PC dudes, and them dudes in there be thinking they tough. So Troy Ave, if he don't know how to fight, he gonna be getting in the fights and all that in there. But like I said, I don't see him being in population for his little time, you heard? And I don't know how much time he gonna get, but we gonna get into that because he on trial next, you heard? Let's get it. This is just part one.